Get your daily dose of encouragement. Welcome to the Daily Dose with Coach V.
Happy Tuesday and welcome back to the Daily Dose. You're here with your host, Coach V. And today we're going to talk about codependency and exactly what codependency is. We hinted on it yesterday on Monday's Daily Dose during the evening. We hinted on about what it was, but tonight we're going to talk about it. It can look like different things. Codependency overall looks like a person sacrificing themselves for others to the place of where it's even harming them emotionally and physically. It's also when we live our lives for the approval of others. And so an example of that is a movie that I watched years ago. It's called The Devil Wears Prada. And in that movie was a young lady who would basically do anything for this woman who was mean, who was cruel, who just did not have any concern about her as an individual. And she did whatever. She could call her any time of day and night, whatever she needed. She spoke to her however she wanted to. She wouldn't even call her by her name. And she did it because she felt like she had to accept that from her because this person had this certain status in a field that she wanted to be working in and that she wanted to also be popular in and be successful in. That can be the same for us as just everyday people. What are you sacrificing? What are you allowing people to say and do to you that is not conducive to your mental health, that is not allowing you to live the life that God has called you to live? We are the ones that are responsible, absolutely responsible for how we live our lives and if we live the abundant life that God came to give us, right? And so we have to do that by sometimes making the hard choices and the hard decisions. Now, I won't pretend that it is easy to walk away from codependency or to often prevent it, because sometimes it comes in a way that may be innocent. For me, and being a single mom, I was raising my children on my own, doing everything that I could, making every single sacrifice to make sure that my children went to private school. And not because I wanted them to feel like they were better than other people, but because I wanted them to have opportunities that they might not have had they not done so. For one child, it was because he needed to be in a different environment to ensure that he was able to receive what he needed academically, but also be surrounded with in a good environment, right? My daughter needed it as well for different opportunities for her for school and for college. So I just came into this like, hey, I love my children. I'm going to sacrifice everything that I can for my children, but almost to a place of where it was almost my own detriment. I'm just going to share a personal story with you. My kids were, I want to say, one was in elementary school, the other was in middle school. And one day they came to me and said, listen, Mom, you always make sure we have everything we need. You take care of getting school clothes for us. We don't even know how you do it outside of God. Like, we know God helps you, but Mom, like, we know like you don't make the money that you should make to be able to provide this type of life for us. So but we know that you make all these sacrifices, but we would really like it if you would, instead of buying us new school clothes and new shoes, if you would buy yourself some new running shoes. And so I looked at my kids and I was like, I'm cool. Like, I don't need any new shoes. I've had these same shoes for 5 years. And they both looked at me and said, we know. And I was like, oh, really? And they were like, Mom, yes, you get care of them, but we want you to take care of you. So I was blessed that I had kids at a young age that would say, hey, Mom, you do so much for us. Take care of you. Do something for you. If you are not surrounded by people who will pour back into you the same way that you pour back into them, then we need to start examining your level of boundaries, or if you have any at all. Earlier this year, I shared on social about MPR, which I have labeled mutual pouring ratio. Are you pouring into people as much as they're pouring into you? Often we can end up feeling depleted, and then at times bitterness can come in because you feel like people are taking advantage of you when really you do not know how to set a healthy boundary for yourself. Pull back and know that not only the same way God takes care of you, He will take care of them. And that sometimes when we are stepping into a place to fix things for people, we are blocking and keeping God from stepping in and doing what He really wants to do in their lives. So we want to make sure that we are not only just knowing what codependency is, acknowledging it, being aware of it, but knowing that awareness of something something that we may have going on inside of us emotionally, mentally, does not make us bad people. Anytime that there's going to be change, growth, and evolution, you have to be aware of what's currently going on so that you know exactly how to pivot to get exactly where you're supposed to be. Well, you've been with me here again tonight at the Daily Dose. I am your host, Coach V, and I look forward to seeing you guys back tomorrow. God bless you, and thanks for joining.
Thank you for joining us at the Daily Dose. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share with others.